An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner. Champions are forever.
Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty, first one in the building. Followed by Billy D, Beer Belly Buddha. What's up, man? 7-hour crystals delayed. Kabam Pinwheel mentioned it before the chat goes wild. Yes, sir. Play the ads now. I will watch 16 minutes of them. I can't until I actually go live. Then I could put ads in. I have to actually be live, though. Quote from Kabam Pinwheel. Hold up. So, update on the rebirth crystals. They're still coming today. But the timer started at reset. Oh. Okay. So they'll be there after 7 hours. So reset is when I usually go live. So that's an hour earlier. So that means that it'll be about 9 o'clock this evening when they will be there. So another 6 hours. Looking into options, but at worst, it'll be around later today. They can always send out a compensation of 1 crystal that we would have gotten. Sam, what up, man? Epic No says, how you doing? Late start, yeah, on new content day. Sometimes, you remember back in the day, I didn't even stream on new content day. I remember LordShaedow say he prefers to start later. Yup. To avoid any issues that never exist in the game. Exactly. And I guess the game is still up. I forgot there was new content today. Too much in the game. Can't keep up. Yeah. Might have to find a fighting game. I'm not sure what this game is anymore, but it takes a lot of time to stay competitive. Yes, sir. Ironically speaking, I was not really into just pure fighting games, and I think I've told everybody why. Those games tended to be single player, and back in the day, early childhood trauma, I would always end up playing those games alone because once I got really good, they didn't want me to, they didn't want to play. Like Street Fighter. I would get good, start beating them. Then they're like, well, it's not even fun anymore because, you know, you always win. They tried things like making me play characters that I wasn't that good at until I got good at it. And I remember the last one, the one that took me a while to get good was Dalsim. He took me some time. His style was different. You had to play him slower. I got to the point where I was able to beat the game, M. Bison and all that, with every one of the characters. And I basically end up playing by myself. So I had a issue with games where I ended up playing by myself. Didn't want to do it. So any game that had me doing that, I wasn't going to really do, which most of the fighting games, that's how they were. But I gave this one a try. And the rest, as they say, is history. All right. Man. I was just doing some last minute shaving. That's why you don't see me just yet. Getting my head all nice and in shape. With the nice bold style.
Hello.
Hello? Who said hello? Somebody say hello. Hello. Let's see. That's why I've stopped trying to be competitive. Oh, I don't try to be competitive at the high level. No, sir. I do not. There we go. Hello. Oh, Bad Boy. Gave me a $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. Dalsim was my best and favorite character in that. I had fun with Dalsim. Yoga Flame. True, my son read about your MCOC exploits in American history. Wait, what? I told him, I know that guy. I was there live when it happened. I swear. That would be hilarious. All right. Whee. And if you're wondering what I'm putting on, Cocoa Butter. Palmer's Cocoa Butter. See? Heals and softens. There we go. And then, last but not least, a little jelly. Dr. Stone, what up, man? It looks like it's on now. Brian, I don't believe so. I don't believe they're going live today. Okay. Clearing the glasses off a little bit. Yep, nope. I think I touched him. I had all that grease on my hands. Lens wipe. Alrighty, that should do it. Much better. Okay, let's start this game up and let's get going. Only took me 14 rounds to clear the 6-star Rebirth Arena. Good. Dark Captain America, the handsome Irish American in tights just made me lose my streak in the 1-star arena. Wow. That sucks. All right. Oh, and I was, oh wait, I know what I wanted to do. Why is that doing that? Hold on, not Cash App, my super chat, for some reason, let me see. Yeah, it's for some reason it doesn't want to read from the file. If I tell it to read from the file, you see the name that's there. Something is going wrong with my restream. Something, instead of it updating the files, it's updating the text. And I never told it to do that. What's up, Slinger? And the problem with the text, you see how it just switch back? I tried to put some a space in there. Yeah, anything that I do, it's overriding. And I don't know what is overriding it either. And if, yeah, see, that's not how I want it to look. And if I tell it to read from a file, that is supposed to be, oh boy. All right, hold on. Let me, it might be Let me see if that'll fix it. It might be the plugin that's the problem. Yep, look at that. Yeah, the plugin might be the issue. I just ran the actual program and it updated the file. It might not be, it might be that that's not doing that. Okay. Let me see if I can fix it now. Combine session. Okay, so when it's just one. Okay. Let me see, will it work there? Okay, let's see if it eventually adds a space in there. Might take it a little bit to yeah, it's reading from the file. Okay. Yep, there it goes. So yeah, I might have to stop using the built-in plugin that they have for OBS. That might be what's happening. Go back to the way that I was that I usually do it, and run the separate client. All right, Kingpin, what up, man? Let's see. Andy Beckett, how you doing? Those 14 rounds got me 39K out of the 100K. Should I rank 3 Torch, Unduped, or Duped Gallon, or Duped Angela? Kingpin. So I'm not the greatest fan of Torch. He is great for taking out Mystics. Other than that, it doesn't matter if he's duped or not. So that, don't worry about that. If you like Torch, definitely take him up. Gallon, on the other hand, is a nasty boy. But out of all of those, I personally, I think, find the most use for Angela. She can take out some of the really annoying folks. Oh, a new war season. No. All right. Okay, yep. And we know this is delayed. Okay, Alliance Quest. All right, let's get started. Let's get some stuff done. See, I'm thinking whatever it costs you, just add 15 to 20 more crystals. And that's what it cost me. If no more, then I'm happy to just get it done. Wait, what are you talking about? Brian? Are you talking about, wait. 15 to 20 more crystals? Let's see. Catching up with the chat right now. Almost felt like I was coming into an MCOC Ora stream with how you have the title. Hey. You didn't, yeah, I was gonna say, we're twins. Thought you knew. Yeah, I miss Oda. But he busy, he working. Who worked well for you against Aegon in the Crucible? I already forgot who I used. My spreadsheet is still around, though. Let me see, who did I use? Oh, I don't even have the spreadsheet up. Started a business selling trampolines disguised as prayer mats. Profits are through the roof. Caveman Ooga, what up, man? That was horrible. I can hardly tell them apart if it weren't for Shadow being just a hair taller. I know, right? Angela for me, yeah. I like Angela out of those. Especially if she's already awakened. Get her Sig level up, too. I was in Arena. Oh. Legend 300, what's up, man? Let's have a deathless season now. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Good luck on the season. Thank you. All right. Let's get started. Let's do some stuff. So, my Alliance quest just started, so I want to hop on that real quick. And use up my energy. That way I'm not up really late trying to get stuff done. All right, let's start with you. Andy Beckett, yes, there is. They are delayed. You're going to probably see them in another 6 hours or so. All right, come on. Game, don't be acting up like this. I ain't even got a chance to fight one. I'm just trying to do a fight. And what's messed up is that, if it cancels right when I already went in, without even fighting, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to have half my health gone. Just like that. All right, Epignosis, have fun at work, man. New content day. And as you can see, already having issues. Oh, and I found a little gadget that I like here. Clock. So, long back in the day, I had a taskbar clock replacement called Say the Time. Some of you might have remembered it because it actually said the time if you had that turned on. So at every hour, or you could make it half an hour, but every hour it would just say the time. Well, that stopped working after a while. Oh, man. Wow. That stopped working after a while, and I found another one called Atomic Clock. It didn't say the time, but it did replace it and made it much easier to see. You could put it on both the taskbars, you know, on dual monitors. You could move it around if you wanted to. It was great. Well, that one stopped working when I updated to Windows 11. So I found another one that was free, 11 Clock. Didn't like that one. It did it. Look, see? Look at my health. Look at my health. I ain't even fight. Didn't get a chance to swing once. And half my health is gone. This is why they hate Hercules. Because that don't matter with him, really. He can do a lot with a little. Did he have to hit into my block all those times? He's not going to attack me, is he? There we go. Thank you. Appreciate you. what they do in order for me not to intercept is they'll run at you and then block. You can't intercept when they do that. So, yeah. Cars these days have too many gadgets. I tried to reverse and it played a video of someone getting run over by a car. Oh, dang. Yo. Billy. I got bad news for you. Or bad news for the person. I don't think that was a video game. All right. Yeah, death by 1,000 cuts. Didn't even get to start. Oh, good grief. What in the world? I went to click on it and a pop-up notification jumped up instead and I clicked on that. Always bad. There we go. See, was that so hard? Hit her with it. It's so funny, cruel, but funny. I know, right? New node engaged, death by kabam crashing. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's not new. That's happened. That's how I knew what was going to happen. I remember when they implemented it, people were, what you call it? Exploiting it. So they had to add something in. So people wouldn't just keep doing that. Alrighty. Let's go. Got that intercept. Cool, cool. Wake up. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Hit him with it. Look at my health, y'all. Look at my health. Did I get hit? That's why I hate that fight. With Hercules, anyway. I told you, those two fights, this one and that one are like my worst fights. But I could go in there with somebody different, but yeah. Teco Jr., what up, man? Are you gonna do it? There you go. Alrighty. 52 minutes before I go into the 5-star rebirth arena. Want to use the 1-star champs for the extra points toward the solo event. Yep. That sounds good. Who's the best for a Venom pool? I used Man Thing and it was awful last time. All right, hold on. Let me grab my spreadsheet. I used MCOC noobs spreadsheet. Let me find it here. Okay, I think. Yeah. This one's mine. So here. There's the link. Mike Holman, what up, man? And I see Teco Jr. Hope you're having a blessed day, my friend. Harry, Mylot, how you doing? The last time I watched you, I just started. Now I'm level 42 with a few good champions. Thanks for the help. That's what's up, man. Keep going. Keep going. Keep on moving. Don't stop like the hands of time. Okay. So funny the amount of the Kabam Game team do be in the Discord. All right. Yeah, Mike Holman. I basically took MCOC Noob's suggestions and modified them. I went, I used his as a base. I went and watched a few others. I know I watched KT1's. And then for the first, 40 minutes of the stream, we just went over with You Died Again on call. And we went over all of the spreadsheet. So that link is to what I did. Even though it still says MCOC noob and all of that, that will go to what I actually did. And honestly, the lag killed me more than any of the fights. And the champs that I used, it went easy. Pixie, what's up, girl? How do I show up in chat when Mike is here? Uh-huh. We know. You stalking him. I got you. Understand. Ain't mad at you. All right. Let's finish using up my energy here. The United States government has a word for that. Stalking. I might have said something. I might have said it. I use Simulas. Yep, Simula also quite good. Joel, as mentioned, also good. I do my rounds usually. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't have that much health for them to be taken. Swing, swing, bada, boom! And last fight with my energy. It's just my fantasy. Wow. Don't let me move, eh? Well, couldn't move on that last hit, but okay. You can see Hercules already down 3%. Got 3% health left. Cleared that path. Next path, I mean, I could use... I usually use him for these 3 fights here. Even though this is a shared fight, I always take it. But we'll see. All right. And the nice thing is I have a bunch of those level 1 team revives that I almost never use. And I'm always, they're always expiring. I could just use one and he goes forever with that. So we're good. Next up, let's get to the arenas. Now, I got 13 days to do these, but I got 3 hours to do this T4. And I've already finished the Summon of Trials, as you can see. So I'm starting with this one so I can get her done. Oh, and I did claim my rewards for, oh, which one was it? Rebirth or something like that. And I got the selector. And of course I picked MODOK. Oh no, it's gonna crash. Dang it. Let's put him down at the bottom. Not doing solo raids. Yep, I could do solo raids. Come on. I wish they would fix that, though. I really do. I mean, it's easy for me to reproduce. I've already told them, the champs that do it, because no one else does it so far that I've seen. So Beta Ray Bill, you're gonna watch. I'll be able to do the fight, and if I win, it's gonna crash. Unless they fixed it. So let's see. And crash. See? It's quite regular. I got to start the game back up. Beta Ray Bill does that. North Star also does that. Dust, I can't even finish a fight with Dust. Unless the fight, I think I did one time. I got excited and I thought that they had fixed it. I did the fight real fast and it didn't crash. And I was like, woo, maybe they fixed it. No. It crashed on me the next time I tried to use Dust, and the next time I went up against Dust, it just crashed. Can't even finish the fight. Joe, what up, man? You just got 7-star MODOK today, and I got a Science Awakening gem for him. There you go. Do it. You want him, especially if you're going to be using him on defense, you want him awakened. I'm doing some Rebirth Arena, 1 and 2 stars. I'm going to be doing that too. Eventually. But the good news about that crash is that it does complete the fight. So I win. I've won the fight. And it does register as the win. Then it crashes. So if we come back over here, see, 300, meaning I got all 3 fights won. All right, I was reminded. Let me see, what's the solo? Oh, hey. Oh. I forgot all about that. I mean, I already got all my points. I'll probably do it again, but yeah, I got all my points already. All right, science. Hello, science. Let's see, what science chant we want to use? Some good ones. I've used Spider-Ham. He's good. I don't think I've used Count Nefaria, though. And I think I've used Luke Cage. It's not doing it again. It's the second half with the other two bosses. Oh, okay. I'll run it. All right, well. Luke Cage, by the way, was tearing it up. Let's use old Papa Luke. Put a let me see who got this one. So glad they made this a little bit better. And done. So much nicer. All right. Let's get this done. Papa Luke. You don't want to use the great Mr. Fantastic? Nope. I will say this, though. I like the Maker way more than I like Mr. Fantastic. All right, I think I did Weak Spot last time. But yeah, I like the Maker. His animations are much nicer. I can't stand Mr. Fantastic's animations. Oh, Noodle. All right. Pure Punishment. I do like that one. Pure Punishment to me is the easiest one. Because I tend to be aggressive anyway. And I like to punish their attacks on me. So I do it anyway. Mike. Still trying to keep it family friendly, Mike. There are folks, and YouTube will demonetize me for any reason. Any excuse. All right, let's see. So here, we just got to fight like normal. I can't calm down. YouTube won't calm down. They'll get me. Oh. Yeah, see, all I gotta do is punish. You know, like any champ that evades without you telling it to? Yeah, that will mess you up. But I got used to that with Spidey long time ago. Oh, that damage is ramping up. Hit him with it. Ooh. Oh. Go, Luke. It's your birthday. Luke tearing him up now. Hit him with it, Luke. Oh. Oh. Hit him. Hit him. Good night. I don't know why I like using Luke like that. Luke. You got him, Luke, Luke, Luke. All right. Objectives claimed. Let's see. Did they remove it completely? Nope. Still there, but it's disabled. So you can't refresh it and do it again. They fixed it. One reason I haven't leveled up Ultron is because of the auto evade. At least his comes in a cycle, so you know when he's going to do it. Those champs where you don't even know. All right, Billy, thank you, thank you. You guys on the Discord, go check out MCOC Pictures, that channel. Billy just posted the notice about the 7-hour long thing. Those crystals. All right. Let's get back to this. Oh, and who comes right after? You know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna... You know what? Let me run this real quick. Because it's a pain rebooting the game on the PC. It's better for me to do this. Leave it running. Run it on the iPad real quick. And then come back. What I should have done is just use those 3 champions. Dust, Beta Ray Bill, and North Star. All right. In fact, maybe I should do that for the other one too. All right, just give me a second. It won't be that long. It won't be long. It won't be long. But yeah, I used to have a hard time with Tech Spidey. I used to have a really hard time with him because he would evade and I wouldn't know when. And it would mess me up. I'd go for a parry and he evaded instead. Threw me all the way off. Especially if I'm in the corner. And instead of the parry, and me being able to fight my way out of the corner, I evade. And of course, the AI is much faster than I am. And I go, before I could even see that I evaded, he's attacking me. So yeah, that could be a problem. And I know that some of the champs that they came out with later won't evade if you're holding block. So you can still parry with them. But the maker seems to do something a little different. I haven't really looked into him, so I don't know. But I've played using him, and so I'm like, eh. And y'all can blame Mike for me not opening any more Titan. I think I have a Titan Nexus, and I think I have 2 other Titans I can open. But Mike has threatened my fingers, and I need my fingers. So I'm holding them. Apparently, Kabam is changing up the monthly EQ soon. Yeah, I heard about that. I was counting up the units in each level. And can you believe Proven gives us 21 more units than the other 3? Really? I didn't know that. I've been working through them. I did uncollected. I would have thought that the higher ones gave you more. See, look at this. Once it comes on. Okay, so they're lagging. There we go. See? Already did uncollected. And I'm working on Conqueror. But if Proven gives more, I'm going to do Proven next. So thanks for that info. Yeah, another champ I don't like, Starkey. Well, I love Starkey, but that aspect of him, I don't like. All right. Let's do that. You'll thank me in 20 days when you pop them and get new God tier champs. Okay. I mean, the champs that that I want are gonna still be in there. So hold on for a second. Give me a minute here. I think my food just arrived. Okay. I think I hear him upstairs, so. Okay. Are you gonna let me attack you? Thank you. Appreciate you. Look at that damage, boy. He is just cooking me. But he's gone now. MW, what up? Every time I see MW, I think Mech Warrior. But how you doing, man? Yeah, UC, Conqueror, and the others give 150. Proven gives 171. Wow. Okay. KT1 had a great question about the units and EQ with the change. Yeah, it does. It looks like we're losing some, which is not going to be good. Although I will admit that it's only been recently that I started exploring the event quest for the units. I hadn't been doing that from the beginning. Exactly the ones you keep popping are rotating out, so those are out of the question? Yeah. Since they seem to want to keep giving me those. Shadow, what is this fight about? Well, this one is just the T4 arena. I'm just trying to get this one done because I hadn't done it. And it's going to be over in like 3 hours. I've given up on finding a job for now. I'm just going to get my master's degree in computer science. Ooh, not bad. Not bad, not bad. You can still look for a job while you're doing it. Maybe part-time. Something that'll give you experience in that field. Because that's what I did. But I never went for my master's. Only reason? Money. Couldn't afford it. What I did was I got my bachelor's. Then I went and I had to get a job. Loans started coming due, of course. And I was never able to... For one, I was never able to finish paying off my student loan. And was never able to go back for a master's. Even when the place where I was working, they would give you reimbursement. They were like, if you get your master's, they would reimburse you. I couldn't do it because I couldn't afford to even get it. Now, if they had said they would pay for it, I'd have been like, yeah, buddy, I'm in there. But that's a good one, though. I never planned to go for my PhD because once you have your PhD, a lot of places that I wanted, because I wanted to stay tech, they don't want to hire you because you then are overqualified. Oh, no, we're not doing that dust. And with a PhD, some places will want you, but that's when you want to become a professor, you know, when you want to do something like that. But just coding, just programming on that level, usually not. Who's good for a Tuma? Dazzler. Shuri. Negasonic. YT user. How you doing, man? What up, what up? I have 4. What's that? You have a 4-year old degree? Wait, 4-year degree? I'm not sure what that is. And still can't find a job. I'm tired of jumping through hoops for these jobs at the moment. Yeah. It is rough. One day I'll win the lottery and send you back to school so we can call you Dr. Shadow. I might do it too. That'd be wild. I remember in college, there were a few folks that were elderly. And one of them, her story was awesome. She was there in her 70s getting her bachelor's. And of course, everybody wanted to know the story. You know, what is she doing? She had never been able to get her her degree. What ended up happening, of course, young age, she got pregnant, got married, was a housewife for a while. And she just never was able to get that degree. And she had a full life, you know, kids got grown, moved out the house. Her husband passed away, and there she is. And so she was like, you know what? I want to get my degree, which I had never done. So she went back to school, and she sure graduated. We cheered, boy. Let me tell you. That was awesome. Luckily, I had a Shuri 2-star. Oh, that was for the mini crucible. I saw the video trying to get everyone to have Clippy as their profile picture. Who's good for Tuma? A doctor. Oh, Lord, Mike. No, Mike. No, Mike. Lawrence, what's up, man? Oh, it was years of experience. Gotcha. A PhD is a ton of work. It is. I never was interested in going for the PhD. My mom got her, what was it, an EDS, I think it was, which is more than a master's, less than a PhD. But it got her a raise. I took my photo off LinkedIn as well. It's useless for getting a job. So I remember this was around 2001. I had gotten laid off, right? And I was trying to find work. Couldn't find a job. And it was frustrating because I had, you know, I didn't have as much experience as a lot of people that were flooding the market around that time. You know, I had like 5 years of experience in the industry at that time that they would count because I had really started working even when I was in college, but they didn't want to count that even though it wasn't campus job that I had. I actually had a job. But what they usually looked at was after I graduated, right? So I had, you know, my resume and I knew how to interview, and my well-meaning friends who still had jobs used to give me advice, and they were like, maybe it's your interviewing. I'm like, no, I don't think it's my interviewing. You know, because I could tell that what they were doing, and see, I've been on the other side of it. When they are a public company, right, they have to post the job up, even if they're not really hiring. They'll do it to make it look like they're doing well. Look, we're doing well, we're thriving, we're hiring new people and everything, but they're not. What they'll do, and they did this, all right, to me. There was a job. They posted it up, then they came to me and said, let me get your resume. Okay? When they posted the job, the requirements were based off of my resume. So there's nobody that could have been a better fit for the posted job. Sometimes they would require experience in something that unless you work there, you weren't going to have. Okay? And so my friends were trying to help me, you know, and I was getting a little frustrated, of course, because I knew it wasn't any of those things. One of my coworkers who, you know, I kept up with, we were friends. So even after I was laid off, after I left that job, because I actually left that job, then got laid off from the next job. But we still talked, you know, we would call each other all the time, you know, and chat. And he worked for Lockheed and Martin. If y'all know, you know. There was a department for contracting, and that's what he did. He actually went to school. I think he graduated from Harvard, and he failed the the bar, and he decided to go into computers. And he started with Lotus Notes. If you know, you know. He was a Lotus Notes administrator. And he had lots of experience in Lotus Notes. Okay? So, and while I worked with him, you know, when they would give him a job that required like some real serious coding, he would ask me for help. And I'd go over there and we'd work on a project together. Okay? And it was fun. So I was telling him about my you know, issues trying to, you know, find work. And he was like, you know, maybe it's your resume, maybe, you know. And I was trying to tell him, well, no. And I didn't want to sound like, you know, I was just a know-it-all, you know. Here you are trying to help me, and I'm telling you, no, that ain't it. You know, and you're like, well, how do you know that's not it? You know? So I was trying my best, you know, to be like, no, I don't think so, but I'll, you know, see what I can do, and I'll look some stuff up, you know, try to be nice, even though I was pretty sure that wasn't it. Well, what ended up happening to him, I remember he was expecting his first child. Lockheed and Martin decided to get rid of that entire department. And they offered him a position, not coding or anything, but it would leverage his law experience, law education. Even though he didn't pass the bar, he would have been a perfect fit for this one position they wanted, but it wasn't going to be any tech programming or anything, which is what he kind of wanted to do for a while. But, you know, he had a baby coming on. He got to do something, right? So he tried to find a job to see if, you know, he could stay working, you know, in the tech field. And he called me up, now that he had been looking for a job for a little bit, and apologized to me and said, now I understand what you were saying. And he told me he went to a job that said they were hiring. They wanted Lotus Notes experience. Okay. And he was like, yeah, you know, he had many years of Lotus Notes experience. And guess what? He finds out they wanted, you know, I think it was like 4 years of Lotus Notes 1, 2, 3 version, I forget what, and 2 years of the newest Lotus Notes 1, 2, 3. Right? Here's the problem with that. The newest Lotus Notes 1, 2, 3 had only been out for a year. Can't have 2 years of that because it hasn't been out for that long. He said it was at that point he realized that they were posting, just like I said, they were posting jobs up that they had no intention of hiring outside. Because here's what they could do. If they had somebody internal that worked with the new one, like maybe on a beta, and they had been working with it for a year before it was released, then they would have the 2 years. And nobody could hope to compete with that, because you couldn't have 2 years unless you worked with it before it was officially available. So yeah. My current job I work at, I actually spoke to them and asked, is this a genuine post and could I get it? Or would I be wasting my time? Yeah. They do that. And future kids be going, hey Google, how do you spell PhD? Yeah, don't get me started, Billy. Kids are getting dumbed down these days. For real. MODOK is crazy when duped. I told you, you want him duped. He's rank 2 duped, and he killed a rank 3 high sig Venom. See, MODOK back in the day was one of the champs I used on offense a lot that people kind of slept on. You know, he actually did a lot of damage. Wow. So he's just not going to fire his specials today. All right. If only you could have seen what I just did to Null with Wiccan. Yeah, you saw. No, Wiccan tears Null up. I know that. All right, got a solo on Cerastes to finish the mini crucible. That's what's up, man. I thought one of the milestones in the arenas gave a rebirth token. Does it? I haven't looked, but I have 2 tokens, so I will be able to get a rebirth selector, and then I'll probably do an opening then. But not opening any Titans. Mike. Glad I got a Science Awakening gem. He's crazy. I'll open up when I get that next one. I have an Awakening gem, Crystal. If I get a Science one, it's his. What? You need 100K points? Okay. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do the mini crucible live. I think I did the last one live, but yeah. Pokeball, I could do that to him in the actual crucible. I didn't find the fights hard. I found the lag to be much worse than the fights. Normal mode. Oh, do you get more points for doing normal? Guess I will be doing that normal then. I don't think I ever did the normal one on the other one. But, okay. I'll do the normal mode of the Crucible. Maybe I'll do it, could do it tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe Thursday will be all about the crucibles. Mini crucible, normal mode crucible. Just go crazy with crucible. Or tonight, LordShaedow After Dark. I might have to catch up on my sleep. Yes, God of the Abyss. It's easier because it's not just one path. Meaning, you don't have to have as big of a roster. The only rule is that you can't use the same champion on the same path. So when it's all one path, that means you're not going to be able to duplicate any of the champions. But because normal has multiple paths, you're not going to have that problem. So you'll be able to duplicate champs, not even have to worry about it. And of course, it's normal mode, so it's going to already be easier. Oh, it's story time. You remember Baywatch? Yeah, I didn't really watch it, but I do remember it. Well, the defenders are not as beefy as well, God of the Abyss. So yeah. But what up with that Baywatch? Oh, disregard story time. It won't have the same effect. Oh, I was gonna say because I remember it, but I didn't really watch it. If I remember, they had some cute girls on there. Them the things I remember. I think back then, I watched Saved by the Bell. Woo! You already know. I had a mad crush on that girl right there. So sad to see what happened to her later. Got to go into town, so have a good day, night, y'all. All right, God of the Abyss, take care, man. Oh, and we're still playing God of War Ragnarok. Who's good against Bishop? Infamous Iron Man. Controls hard. They cheating us. Winning on side of the map. And have special relic to stay, get out of trouble, or end a combo. Nope. Yeah, I've had so many times when I'm trying to fire my special or fire off a striker. They fire theirs off instead. One of the girls that was on, I met her years ago, and she hit me up last year on Facebook. Wow. And asked if I could help get her new movie in a film festival. I knew the promoters. Oh, wow. Mike. I did. And she is sending me one of the Baywatch girls' swimsuits. The orange one signed by all the other girls. Wow. Wow, Mike. Billy, don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. But dang. Oh, man. But that is awesome, man. You were able to help her out, and she got you. She got you. She got you. You know when you get it, you gotta take a picture of it so we can see it. He didn't make it weird. I'm sure most of us were wondering. Yes, we were, but we weren't gonna say it. That's what made it weird. Saying the quiet part out loud. My mind is just as dirty as y'all's, but I don't say it. Keep that stuff on the low. Oh, man. Anyway. They were red unless washed. Washed to sun damage. Do that. Signed by her, Nicole Egbert, Angelica, woo! Angelica Bridges, and Gina Lee Nolan. And what's funny is that I remember those names, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you where they were from. You don't have a Koye for Quicksilver? Who did I use for Quicksilver? I don't think I used a Koye. Hold on. I use Cyclops. Cyclops tore Quicksilver up. That was a fun fight. And I'm probably going to just use the same. Oh, wow. That's how you want to play. Use the same ones. All the champs that I used, I didn't have any regrets on the champs that I used. Probably because I took the time and did all that planning and made sure the champ I was going in there with was a good option. And I had the benefit of other people going in before me, making the mistakes so that I didn't have to. Using Falcon instead. Yeah, he could work. Shut down that evade. Check twice. May just be a jellyfish. Oh, lordy. But yeah, for Bishop, Infamous Iron Man tore him up. Man, I just thought about that. Normal mode is going to still be those 64 fights. And I better do it before I forgot everything I did. Okay, Mike Holman. Well, you already saw it, T. Smitty. He mentioned Bullseye. Oh, wait, hey. They call him Nick. But I found this clock widget. So instead of trying to mess around with the taskbar clock, I'm leaving that alone. And then I got a desktop widget, right? And I was looking around. I could not find one that, you know, I really liked, right? And I was looking it up, and I saw something on YouTube. It was called, was it Rain Meter? And it's a solution to the widget that I hadn't even thought about and wasn't looking up. I was looking up just a widget, right? But Rain Meter is so much more than that. And so I was able to go to another site called, I think, Visual Skins, and get different skins, clock skins, stuff like that. And I found a really nice clock skin. And here's the thing. You can modify it like crazy. You know, I had found some clock widgets that looked nice, but then I couldn't resize it. You know, but this one, nice. If you're interested, Rain Meter, and the skin is Elegant Clock. So I started tweaking it because I wanted a certain format for the time, and I wanted the date, you know, a certain format, which it's easy to do. And I changed the font size right in the settings. I have it up here right in the corner on my second monitor. And it is the topmost. So even if I try to put a window over it, it will stay at the top. Now, the one thing right now, I wonder if I can show it to you. Let me see. This is the it looks like it's the same, but it's not. Let's see here. This is a display capture. I'm gonna see if I can there. Did it. All right, so ignore the many over here. But can you see this? This is the chat window that I'm looking at right now. And see up here? That's the clock widget. If I try to move that over it, see? And this widget, I can move around. Now, the last thing, because I finally got it, you know, I got the abbreviated day, abbreviated month, you know, got all of that. Got the PM, you know, the no leading zero, you know, all of that is just some format options. The only thing that I have left is to give it a background. So if I did this, you see it's harder to see. And I don't want to put anything over it anyway. And I can move this over to where I'm playing the game as well. And, all right, let me go back. MCOC. Oh, wait. Let me fix that because I'll forget. Okay. So let me show you. I think you should be able to see it here. Yep. See? That's how I can have it. so I can see it while I'm playing the game. Now, problem is, you guys won't see this normally. My normal one is only going to capture the game, not the whole display. But yeah, so I just have to figure out how to add a background, which I see is possible. It looks very easy. Get the background skin, put it in the directory, and then just give it the path to that that file, and you're good. But I needed to go to bed. I kept fiddling with it until I got sleepy, and then I was like, never mind. But after that, we're set. Gnats, get away from me. Come on. Come on. There. Whoops. Went by too quick. Roll easy now, radio edit. Yeah, all guys are interested in is changing the size of your clock. Exactly. Glad you understood. Is exactly what everybody wanted to know. Hey. All right, let me move that back over here. There we go. All right. Let's see. There's a few more of this, and then we're gonna go to the we'll do the rebirth arena. And then I'll finish up the featured and basic arena offline. And I think tomorrow we're gonna just do crucibles. Don't know about anyone else, but in the mini crucible, the Venom pool fight was extremely laggy. Drop inputs were vicious. All the other fights seemed smooth. Well, we'll see. We'll see how bad it is. AJ Nix, did I collect that rebirth crystal? Which one? I've got 2 of them. 7-star ones. Is that the one you're talking about? I don't have the selector yet. Need 1 more token for that one. And then I'll have a opening, a crystal opening. I'm scared of them rebirth crystals. Because after watching KT1's opening, that scared me good. Back it up, back it up. Back. Oh. Righty. Sorry, the new logging crystal, the 7-hour one. No, they said it was going to be delayed. So at this point, we're looking at probably another 5 hours. Oh, you got Anti-Venom. He's probably one of the ones that people want the most. So that is a good one. But poor KT1, not only did he get the champ he wanted the least, a champ he does not like, but then he got it twice. Same champ. 2 different crystals, twice. See, that should not even be in a good RNG. It's possible, but it should not be, and it happens way too often. Mike needs to get that Hoff's shorts for Pixie. Put you back in good books. Uh-oh. All right, so we got done with that arena. So let's see. Which one should I do first? Does it matter? Ooh, look at those units. Oh, this is the low one. Okay. In that case, we're going to do this one. Wait. What just happened? Did it just switch? Kabam. Seriously? Okay, we doing this one. Man. Crazy folk. Yeah, Andy. They ain't gonna drive me crazy. I'm sitting here like, okay, looked at this one, all right. And then I go to the first one, which I had just done, and now it's not the first one, it's the second one instead. Y'all ain't driving me crazy. Ain't happening. All right. Let's do the first 1 stars. Yeah, got you too? Yeah. So, you ain't driving me crazy. You be sitting there and you're like, you looked at this. Okay, you want the one with the unit. So you go in there and start going and you don't see no units. And you're like, wait, what? But I mean, I'm going to do both of them anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but still. Why did I do this? Ha! Fuck your butt. You saw what I did there? After he started whooping on my behind. When he goes unstoppable, I made use of the fact that he always attacks you instantly. So I attack and hit my special. And I get him. Except for that one time where he blocked instead. And I'm like, what did you just do? Because he usually acts just like that. And I catch him. Crazy, crazy. Woohoo. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. So let me think. What's going on in the news? We're not done with the Karen Reed stuff. I'll tell you that. Civil. They're going after her. And it's a real bad look for them. It really is. It looks like they're just going for money. It's just a money grab. That's all they're doing. And I've watched people break down. Ugh. And let me just see. Brian Higgins. Yeah. They need to investigate him real thoroughly. But they're not gonna. But hint, it states in words over the picture, Rebirth 6-star, but very hard to see. Which, again, is a design issue on their part. Karen Reed ever goes on offense. Oh, T. Smitty. She is. That's what I was going to point out. They are starting to go on the offense. They are. And it ain't looking pretty. It is not looking pretty. But see, here's the thing. They need a federal investigation because you're not going to get it from the local. So they're going pretty much over their heads. Trying to remember, they might be seeking a federal indictment. But yeah. One of the news things I saw mentioned that they're about to go on the offense, that she is tired of basically just playing defense while they just attack her. You know? I don't blame her. I'm sure it's looking pretty, just not to them. Got that right. And I got to admit, not that she's, any kind of, perfect woman or anything, but I gained a lot of respect for Karen Reed in this. How she has conducted herself. Much respect. Go after the prosecution, the witnesses. Have you seen that they're in trouble for other cases? Oh man, Lally had to take the stand. If you didn't see that, you should watch it. He had to answer. Basically, they were attacking him for Brady violation, meaning he knew of evidence that could be exculpatory, meaning good for the defense, and he didn't turn it over. He has an obligation, a legal and moral obligation to turn it over. He did not. And he had to get there and answer for that. And they grilled. Oh my goodness. It was not pretty. From what I saw, she is conducting herself like she is truly innocent. Yeah, not just truly innocent, but she was involved in her case. Very much involved. She didn't just sit back. She was fighting. That's what got me, she didn't just basically sit back and let everybody else fight. She was part of the team. She didn't just hire them, sit back, let them do it. No. She was involved. If you listen to Alan Jackson talk, he tells you that. And you can see all of them at the end when she was acquitted of all of those. Look at the tears in their eyes and the hugs all around. They had this has been going on for a while. And they formed friendships, bonds. This is something. And that's why Alan was just like, I'm in it for the civil too. We're not going to let them get away with this. She don't got to worry about them draining her of money or anything like that. Nah. She got backup. Very good point, T. Smitty. Thing about moral obligations is you have to have morals first. Very well said. And his are questionable at best, non-existent at worst. Ghost Dog! What up, man? No clickbait at all. We doing exactly. This here arena is new content. It's whatever Wednesday, man. Can't be clickbait on whatever Wednesday. Did you roll a perception check? Is Mike gonna wear the Baywatch swimsuit? Oh, I hope not. That ain't the picture I want to see. Who am I gonna select with the tokens? Is that the one with Anti-Venom, Call, Viv Vision? Those are the ones? It depends on who I get from the rebirth crystals. You know, I was gonna pick Dr. Voodoo because I just like Dr. Voodoo. But it looks like they've done a really good job on some of the other ones. So I'm thinking Cull, Viv Vision, and Anti-Venom might be the three. And leaning more towards Viv Vision and Cull. So if I open the two rebirth crystals and I get Viv Vision and Cull, then I'll probably pick Anti-Venom. We'll see. So it really just depends. It'll be one of those three, depending on what I get. All right. I'll be watching. Hey, I've been a good boy. I've been a good boy. At least today. All right. Be like macaroni escaping the packet. Oh. Well. Yeah. Not a good sight. Woo. Man, Billy, you just put that image in my head. Oh my goodness. And tomorrow, Ghost Dog, we're going to be doing crucibles. I did the big one, the legendary one, but we still got a mini crucible and we got the normal mode crucible to do. Have you seen what Kabam is doing? Class-based units? Huh? No, Stephen Fire, what up, man? Talk to me. I mean, I might have already heard it, but I don't know. So let me know. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Oh, by the way, y'all, Ghost Dog has a second channel. And it's going to be about firearms. You know, pow pow. So if you guys want to check out Ghost Dog's new channel, if you want to, Ghost Dog, you can drop a link to your new channel. So he'll have more than one channel. He'll still have his gaming channel, but he also has a second channel where he's going to be I guess, talking about and I'm not sure what all he's going to be doing, but it's going to be centered around firearms. I can see clearly now Lorraine has gone. Oh, Lord. I do I? Yep, you do. Never seen dark spaghetti? I have. Whole wheat. You can only get the featured champions with them. Class-based units. Featured champs with them. Okay, that doesn't sound familiar. So I'm gonna have to look that up, see what's going on. Woo! I hope I have enough 2 stars. I honestly love it when Kabam makes content for the lower tier rarity champions. Otherwise, when do we use our 1-star, 2-star champions, right? So I love it when they do this. There we go. Hold on. Okay. Still, I don't know why it does this. When it's in the background, it takes a minute for the chat in this window to catch up. The chat that I'm looking at, there it is nice and updated. All right. I just pinned it. All right. There we go. I've seen that too, but know how legit it is. Oh, you're talking about that information? That's why I'm liking the mini crucibles. We get to use our 2- and 3-star champs again. Exactly. I love that. I'm okay with Kabam changing up the EQ as long as we still get at least 621 units each month. And that's the thing. How many toes? 12 toes. The correct amount. Oh, Lord. 12 toes. Good. Can still kick a ball. There you go. But yeah, that is a question. I was watching Rich the Man. He was talking about that issue with the units. And I mean, they haven't done it yet, but what they usually do, and I hope they continue doing it, I've mentioned that they have a budget, right? So if they take those units out of the new EQ, which it would just be easier to just put them back in there and spread it out. But if they take them out, then they need to provide those same units elsewhere. You know, put them in the daily. And then we'd be okay with it, right? Because you're not actually losing out. You're not taking away. So we'll see what they do. Yeah, the unit base by class. See, I'm still not sure. Is it going to be a special unit? Special currency? Oh, Lord. Ghost Dog. Only with the right foot, it has 8 toes. The left has 4. I swear. I recently duped Spiral. Is she good? Just Sig 20? Yeah. So, I still don't have my Spiral awakened. The only reason I want her awakened, look at her signature ability. She gains some immunities. Do you remember when they had, in Alliance War, they had that new format where you only had to fight one champ, which I loved, by the way. One of the ones I was fighting, I think, was Serpent. And she would have been great for the node I had, except she needed to be immune. And she only got that when she was awakened. So I wasn't able to use her. But otherwise, she's great. Okay? Even unawakened. Is that this month or not till November? I'm not sure when they were doing it. Grinding units eventually will be told as not meant to be grindable like Revive. Where I hope they don't do that. Because that would destroy a lot of people. They do sneaky drop in game without saying so. Yes, that's why we have to be vigilant. We got to watch them. Can't trust them. You'll end up not having enough units and be like, wait a minute. You said this was better. But you just took our units. I might take her up. Yeah, I think my Spiral, I think I have her at rank 3. Unawakened. I'm not sure. But yeah, Ghost Dog, that was so cheap. Because they knew about grinding those revives from the beginning. It's been years. Okay? Now, I have more respect for the narrative where they said, okay, you know what? You know, we know this has been a thing, but with the content we're going to be coming out with, we're going to be making some other changes. So hopefully this will not be as necessary. And we're going to be removing that, but also making changes. Don't try to gaslight us and say, oh, it was never meant to be that way. Don't do that. Don't tell us, oh, it's just a bug that's been in the game from the beginning. We've just been correcting it. It's not a nerf. We're just correcting this bug. No. No. Don't do that. Also got 7-star Mr. Fantastic. I wanted the gems for Scream. I got her rank 3 unduped. I need to learn her. Scream is nice. Scream is nice. I got Scream at rank 3. All these changes are the reason I've been starting to keep count of what we get for units. Good. years, LordShaedow, that's when I knew time to go. Yeah. I remember. I couldn't blame you. I couldn't blame you at all. You see, Brian's not here anymore. I don't even know if he's playing the game still. I know he's not streaming. But does he still play the game? Is he still keeping up with the game? I don't know. But I know that it was wearing on him the direction the game was going. And we all saw it. You know, those of us who have been playing for so long, we can remember. And we see the trend. They're changing things up. And not necessarily for the better for free-to-play players. So, and I mean, it's their game. They can do it how they want it. But I understand why he would start becoming disenchanted with the game. Oh, that thing changes. I didn't realize that. Y'all see this? The sign? I didn't realize that changed. I usually don't spend that much time looking at the background. But now, yeah. But yeah, so anyway, you know, you think about it. You got somebody who plays the game a lot. And you're telling them that they're worth less than the people who play the game less but spend more. You know, it's like, okay, we'll let you get a little something, something. But them folk that be spending, yeah, they're going to get a lot. And now there's stuff that you can't even get. Now, they always had paywall champs like Deadpool, right? But they're doing more. Like these idle champions. So, I don't know. I can understand. Because, like, here's the thing. Brian would not accept any gifts to get those champions. So, for Brian, he would never be able to get the idle champions. They're locked behind a paywall. So, he would never be able to get any of the idle champions. All right. I am not against spending, period. I just don't spend because I don't got the money to be doing that. So I was free to play out of necessity. And for a while, I was not even wanting to accept any donation to get stuff. And I still don't buy units or anything like that. None of those kind of things. If the bundle that I get does come with a unit, okay. And I've been blessed to have folks like Mike Holman who will donate. Triple G also has helped get me some of the paywall champions, you know. But for like Brian Grant, he'd never be able to get those champions. And that's not fair. He played the game a lot. And you're saying he would not ever be able to get the champions? That's just messed up. You know? So I can understand completely. I know he was talking about a job that he was doing that he couldn't talk about or whatever. And he might be off doing that one. Oh, okay. So we finished with this arena. 15 win streak. Done there. Let me see. Wait. What? I might wait until my 1 stars come back around. So I'm not doing it all that much, even though I don't really have to. Let's see. What else we got? Yeah, I'll finish those off later. Okay, so this is the next mini crucible, chapter 3. So there's going to be another one, I guess, right? So tomorrow we'll do this one. And I don't know how long that one is going to take. And then we'll come over here. And do normal. And we'll just do as much as we can. All right. But that is going to do it for today, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Hit that like button. It really helps me out. Hit the like. Hit the like. Let me see who's live streaming and has their raid turned on. Let's see. I'll bet Legacy is doing some stuff. We got Lefty Knox also. Who y'all want to raid? Lefty Knox or Legacy? I also see Ryan. Lefty? All right. Let's get Lefty. All right, guys. Hashtag out of the shadows. All right. Take care. And you all have a blessed day.